I'm gonna steal your sunshine and I'll shit on your parade. Don't get me started on doing Michael Caine. My opinion matters, yours will fall in last place. I'm not shutting up and you'll be learning my name. Fifth in the family, but first in my mind. 1 out of 10, but I'm ranking just fine. We've only got now, there's no afterlife. Look, Mom and Dad, I'm just speaking my mind. Everything's coming up Kyle tonight. Everything's coming up Kyle tonight. Everyone's coming on Kyle tonight. Wait, what? No, nobody's coming on Kyle tonight. Everything's coming up Kyle tonight. You can't shut this mouth, but you're welcome to try. I only stop talking to drink, smoke, or eat and cry. I never shut up, gonna talk till I die. Gonna talk till I die. Everything's coming up Kyle tonight. You can't shut this mouth, but you're welcome to try. I only stop talking to drink, smoke, or eat and cry. I never shut up, gonna talk till I die. Gonna talk till I die. Gonna talk till I die. Gonna talk till I die.
Hey, and we are live with Season 6, Episode 6 of Kyle Mocha Won't Shut Up. I am your host, Kyle Mocha. Thank you, everybody that is joining us in the present. Everybody that's joining us in the future, whether you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
Hello,
any other place you might, Stitcher, that's the other one, right? Stitcher, anywhere you might be finding your podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking us out. We have a very special episode in store for you tonight. This is the 6th of 12 episodes that's in this final season of Kyle Mocha Won't Shut Up. And joining me, as always, is Mr. Justin Olimpado.
Hi.
How you doing today, brother?
I'm good, man. It's going to be a crazy week. It was fucking hot.
Hot as balls. Are you missing the kitchen yet? Are you missing the kitchen? No? Okay, good. It's your first summer not in the kitchen in what, like 20 years?
Yeah, actually, 21 years. I've seen a lot of places posting that they're closing down or people have striking or
a lot of places.
Voodoo Donuts had a big strike because of the temperatures and
well, Portland got up to like 117 degrees or something like that, which is insane.
Freaking power lines were melting in Portland.
That's crazy. Who wants to eat a donut in that temperature anyway? Jesus Christo. Dude. Ah, Shizza. Yeah. Shizza, that's my new thing. Yeah, it's like it's a more hip hop version of it's German hip hop. You know, it's Shizza instead of Shiza. You know,
it's like shit and jism combined.
That's called a number 3.
Shism.
Or no, that's when you do a number 2 and a number 3 together, it's a 5. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a 5. All right, guys, joining us also, as always, is Mr. Zachary Stormin. That pop filter got popped, dude.
Did we all?
Did you?
All three of us.
I wasn't in on this. What the hell?
I'm sure. Rich looks like he did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Justin.
I just grabbed a beer.
He wasn't paying attention.
That was amazing.
I was in on it.
Nice job,
Very
Daddy.
nice. Everybody did a great job there. I'm sorry I wasn't involved in that. Next time, tell me, guys.
When we're super famous in my dreams tonight, we'll be doing
that's all your dreams are, just a live super famous.
A live podcast in front of a live audience.
Yeah.
And
the whole
audience crack together.
If we were ever actually to get slightly popular, that would be what happens.
I knew what to do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rich.
Richard starting it, and we've already said his name 5 times, but we are also joined by a longtime friend of the show, longtime friend of all of us in real life,
Hell yeah.
We do like to like people outside of the show. We don't just like people for the show aspect. We're joined by Mr. Richard Blackmore here today.
Hell yeah.
Now, Richard, you are, like I said, a longtime friend in real life, but you are, besides the three of us in this room, the longest contributing person to this podcast in any form that it has existed, because you technically recorded the first episode ever of Kyle Mocha Won't Shut Up at the old apartment.
I'm sorry, who are you guys?
Well, fuck me, I guess. He knows how to open the beer with you, but he doesn't know me anymore.
People don't watch for you. That's all. They watch for me.
We found that out.
Sure.
That's why the show is ending. Nobody likes me. It's called Justin and Zach Kill Kyle.
That happened. That did happen.
No, I remember that.
That actually
we
happened.
We hooked it in the kitchen.
Yeah, we had it all set up in the kitchen at the old apartment there, and
no video.
no video. And then when we started doing this iteration 3.5 years ago, you were the first person to submit any music. Actually, you and Moose on the same day, if I'm not mistaken. You submitted the first featured, actually the only featured intro.
Yes.
At first, we were going to have a new intro.
I forgot about my intro.
Sent in every week. It's you on a ukulele that's about 11
right?
seconds long. And I forget what you say in it. If you can find it, that'd be great. But that was the second episode.
It was just like really corny and like hokey.
Yeah.
It was just like Kyle Mocha won't shut up and he's doing something.
Yeah, something like that.
Kyle's live because he's alive.
It was very on the nose.
It worked though.
Very on the nose,
it worked
very
so well
attitude.
we used it once. And then nobody else ever sent them in, so we started doing them ourselves. So realistically, if Richard hadn't sent that in, we would have gotten to writing songs 1 week earlier. So what the fuck, Richard? All right,
Sorry.
you delayed us. You've delayed us. We would have been a week ahead of time on all of this shit right now. It's all your fault. It's all your fault.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, do you have it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you had some hand drawing going on.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, yeah, put some djembe in there.
Yeah.
But you've got. I
I
think
like that song by Tool too.
But you were also, I think, the third or I think the fourth most guested person on this show. You're in the top 4. You are, as long as schedules work out. You're going to be back at the end of the season, hopefully for episode 11, where we're basically going to wrap up the 3 people who have been on the show the most. That's Richard, Mikey, and James. So they're all going to be on
And
the
it's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
a
if this
fight
boat
to the
is
death.
going
It's a fight to the
to
death, yeah.
handle that, dude.
Yeah, it's
This
going.
boat's gonna sink, bro.
This boat's going to sink. There's a weight limit. We do
too
not
much weight on
have.
board.
We do not have enough lifeboats to get us through all of that. But then the last episode will be Mark Miller, who is the one of the top 4. You know, he's one of the top 4 contributing people to this show. So really awesome to have you here today, because in addition to everything you've helped and done with the show in the past, you've eaten some disgusting candies. You made you eat bugs.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
It really wasn't. They were just like, it was like crackles, you know?
It was just crunchy chocolate.
Just
I
crunchy
ate more
chocolate.
the day after that
Yep,
show.
they were sitting
there was
there.
some left. I
Yeah,
ate them
you
too.
ate 'em.
It's fine.
We can always rely on you to eat whatever's left over, whether it's baby food or cow tongue. You literally have finished everything. You are the garbage can for this podcast.
You know what they say? A storm and always finishes.
I've heard that. I've read it on T-shirts. It's everywhere.
That's what my mom told me when I was born. She said, "Son, you will always finish because you're storming."
And then you went, ah, and she smacked you for the first time in your life. Yeah, that was the first one. Just the first, though.
Yeah.
But you, Richard, in addition, as I was saying, to everything that you've done on the show, the song that we're releasing tonight is a song that I recorded 6 years ago, I believe, in my living room on my phone, and then you kind of gravitated towards it. We're going to get to the whole story in a little bit, but a lot of the reason that this song has existed and sustained the last 6 years of me going through music is because of your interest in it initially. So a big thank you on that. We also, in addition to our music, have we have 2 songs from Kiana Corley, who is out of
really
Lancaster, not Lancaster, Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Is it, though?
That's what we were discussing it. It's Lancaster. It's Lancaster.
Lancaster?
I
Not
think
Lancaster?
California is Lancaster.
My job has a store
in Lancaster.
in Lancaster. That's what they said.
It's
I call
crazy.
it Amish Town.
It's what it is. It's what it is. She's too much jazz, R&B, pop, and alternative rock to be even related.
Well, you
in any
emailed
way.
her, so I didn't think she was Amish.
She might be one of those Amish that has a person that handles their emails for them. You know, I think that's like the new wave. The influencer, the Amish influencers on Instagram. Oh, come on, it's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. They're trending. They're trending in the cornfields. You know, they're trending everywhere. But we've got music from Kiana Corley, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
But something that I thought I was going to be really, really excited for. I tried an experiment this morning, guys. All right, so I made on
clone,
Sunday. I made a clone. Just not enough talking. On Sunday, Zach was over, and I had before we did our festivities for the day for the 4th of July. I made us some Bloody Marys, and this morning I woke up and I was like, you know what? Not gonna be driving after I did my little errands and everything. I'm like, I'm gonna make myself a Bloody Mary, and I'm sipping on the Bloody Mary, and I was like, it's a little too spicy for me this morning. So I thought, what would be a better way to tone down the spice than with cream? I thought, based on the idea that you can make a creamy tomato soup.
Yeah, you can do that.
And that you can make a vodka drink with milk. That you could
White
combine.
Russian.
Yeah, White Russian. You can combine all of those into one.
How-
And it's equal parts, just so you know what I did, equal parts vodka, Bloody Mary mix, and I didn't have cream, so it was milk. I had heavy whipping cream,
my
but I was like, this is
goodness.
getting extra gross. And I shook it
You would
up.
have probably been better off with the heavy whipping cream.
Yeah, no, it was chunky. I did try. It was chunky. It expired a couple of weeks ago.
All right,
And
well,
yeah, I gotta tell you, I discovered something, guys. I discovered something. It's not good. It's really not. I was so excited because the idea of like a creamy tomato soup and then just add a little bit of vodka to it.
Can
it
I
just
ask
didn't
you a
work.
question, though?
Didn't work at all. Yeah. Ask
why didn't
away.
you record this process?
Because I'm
At least you
stupid.
sipping this fucking
I'm stupid,
crazy
and I do
concoction.
things. I do things all the time that later I go, I should just always be recording everything I do, even if I get like drunk and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make. Like the one night I got drunk and I was like, I'm gonna make a sandwich, and I just wound up making myself a Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
And it was just this giant, beautiful Monte Cristo, and I took a picture of it. I sent it to our Richard and I are in the Baby Boys group chat on Discord, and I sent a picture to them. And that's about all the advertising of my stupid, drunken, intoxicated endeavors in the kitchen I ever do. But I really should start recording the processes of
Cooking with Kyle.
yeah, cooking. I was going to call it bakeding. Bakeding. But phonetically it doesn't really look that great.
Yeah.
And also I'm not baking. Which just maybe baked.
So we got Jamzo asking how runny was the Rhea. And Keith, alcohol, tomato soup,
find
and
out
grilled
later.
cheese is the breakfast of champions.
Well, that's what I was thinking. If it worked, we could have put grilled cheese, like, sliders on it. Like, you get, like, a Bloody Mary that's got all the weird accoutrements on it.
Sure.
Grilled cheese on top of it with the creamy tomato soup, and you dip your grilled cheese into your Bloody Mary.
Do you want to
That's
know?
where I was thinking
Do you
we were
want to
gonna
know
go
what
with
would have
this.
helped with the spice?
Less spice.
Or a pinch of sugar?
A pinch of sugar?
Yes.
Yeah, but I thought a lot of milk would be a really good idea.
I often,
When is
need
a
a
lot of
pinch
milk
of
a good
sugar,
idea?
and I put a lot of milk in.
I think a lot of milk is a great idea when it's a hot day like today
Yes.
was, and you want to drink a spicy
And you're
beverage,
starting it off with
but
a
you
Bloody
don't want it too spicy.
a creamy Mary. Dude.
Creamy Mary. That's exactly what it is.
Oh God.
That's it. That's
no!
it. Anytime we're out, that's the shot everybody's
Hi,
getting.
can I
A
get
creamy
a
Mary.
can I get a Mary blush? I was trying to think. It's like a vodka
Mary.
sauce, almost, or like a
Yeah,
when you mix
but-
it. I thought it would work. It didn't. I'm not going to
Maybe if
stop
you were shooting it
experimenting.
with pasta.
I think maybe the equal parts was the problem, and maybe just a little bit of milk.
Equal. Wait, you put
Yeah,
equal parts.
vodka, tomato, mixture, and milk.
Oh, you know what you put it? You
And I
know,
shook it up.
No.
Kyle,
It was really bad.
add clams to it,
Yeah,
like
there
a
you go.
nice blush
I
clam
do have
sauce.
shrimp. I could have just like boiled down some shrimp
But
and poured the
that goes
water.
with cocktail.
Yeah, exactly.
A milky shrimp
I need
cocktail?
extra horseradish, some more shrimp, some clam juice, and maybe I just go with whole milk the next time. Maybe that's the key.
What
So,
did you have?
I mean,
2%?
This is all
it
going
was
in a
probably
direction I
whole
don't
milk.
like.
Breaking
you know
news. We are starting a cookbook. It's all over.
It's fucking disgusting.
Also, something I'm just realizing is that when we first had Richard on, I mentioned milk a lot. And then he told me how much Nicole hates milk and thinking about milk, and that I wouldn't shut up about milk.
Well,
I hate milk too.
So here we
You
go.
don't
We're
like
bringing
milk at
back
all?
If
the
you
milk
look in my
fest.
refrigerator, there might be some like coffee creamer.
do you
Yeah.
you don't like cereal with milk or anything?
I don't really eat
Do you
cereal.
think my concoction would be better with hazelnut creamer? Do you think
No.
that's
No.
French vanilla?
Fuck cereal. What am I,
Italian
10?
cream.
I love cereal.
Yeah,
man.
dude,
I
I
will
love
eat
cereal.
cereal anytime.
I
of the
barely
day.
ate cereal as a kid.
I love cereal,
love
but to have a little bit of a fuck you to the one of my 10, I eat like oat bran,
Bloody lobster.
and raisin bran. I eat brands of all sort. I love
Banana
bran
nut
You love
Stark.
pooping? Is
I
that
love
what you're
pooping.
telling
I
us?
love fiber. I can't get enough fiber.
Kyle Mocha won't stop shitting.
Kyle Mocha won't shit
That's actually the
But
new
Kyle
show.
Mocha is not wiping.
He's not wiping, and it's not because he's got a bidet.
He's getting plenty of fiber.
It's just coming out solid beams of poo.
You know what my dad always said? He
Yeah.
said, a good ass cuts clean.
Yeah, because the Stormin always finishes. And that's especially doubly true when it comes to pooping.
Oh, no.
All right, so this week, the last couple of weeks, that new Fast and the Furious movie came out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And the memes have been. They've taken over the Star Wars meme.
Have
that's
any
been
of
going
us
around.
seen the movie?
I've
We
not
were
seen
gonna
it.
try and go see
I
it.
didn't realize there was a new movie.
Yeah, F9
I thought it
just
just
dropped.
surfaced out of nowhere. I'm
at
like, why do
first-
people care about this?
I mean, I've not seen it, so I don't
Fair
know how
enough.
much about family this movie
I
really
mean, I'm
is.
assuming it's all about
Because his brother is introduced in this one. John Cena plays his brother.
Brother is John Cena.
Yeah,
They look so similar.
they're identical.
John Cena!
They look about as similar as Vin Diesel and Vin Diesel's actual twin brother do, because Vin Diesel is a twin that looks nothing like
Does
him.
he?
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Look that up, Justin. Show Zach what this guy looks like. Show Richard if he doesn't. It is not doesn't look anything like him. Kind of like Ashton Kutcher has a twin that also looks nothing like him. There's all these famous
I
people
didn't
that have
know
twins.
that. Who else is a twin?
John Cena has a twin?
No. Vin Diesel
Oh
is
my
a
goodness,
twin.
they do not look
They
alike.
look nothing
And-
alike.
Oh,
They
I
look
see.
nothing alike at all. Vin Diesel and his brother that looks more like Paul Walker than him. Like he literally looks
What
like Paul
the
Walker.
fuck?
Like
You
a
see this?
salt and pepper Paul Walker that we're never gonna get to see.
Or
So-
maybe
John
maybe
Cena,
we
you
just
can't
need
see it
to
all.
Photoshop hair on Vin Diesel, and maybe they
Well, no,
will
there's a
look.
movie with him having hair in it called like Definitely Maybe or something like that from the mid 2000s. I forget what it's called, but he like takes a little kid in or something, like somebody dies and he's like the ward or the kid's the ward, or however that
Definitely, maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Adopted.
works. Is that the one where he's got the fake hair?
He looks like Vinny.
Vinny.
Remember Vinny?
He is
Which,
Vinny.
like,
Vinny
real,
Diesel.
Like a Vinny. The,
No,
yeah, his name
Vinny,
is Vinny.
the old.
Yeah, that movie. Yeah.
Old.
Did I have
server,
the name right? Is it
server.
called Definitely Maybe? Or did you just type in
I
Vin
did,
Diesel
with
hair?
hair,
Oh, Vin
yeah.
Diesel with hair. Yeah.
Yeah, look that.
Dude,
That's fucking
that guy
weird, dude.
that guy's an attractive man right
They
there.
He
still
looks
don't
younger without the hair.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He's 50 years old. Like in real life, he's a 50-year-old
What the
man.
fuck is
He's
this,
making these
dude?
movies. Oh, that's him with Sean Astin's hair, I would
Oh
say.
my goodness.
There you go, Nick Cage Diesel. Oh,
Nick
those
Diesel, dude.
Nick Diesel. Vin Cage.
I just want a sequel to The Pacifier.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That was
They
a good
did it,
movie.
but it was with Jonah Hill, and it was called The Babysitter,
Yeah,
and
you're
it
right,
wasn't
you're right.
good. It's not really a sequel. It's just
It
the
doesn't
same
work.
movie over
It
again.
doesn't work.
Yeah, you
No.
need Lauren Graham in that shit. Come on, what the fuck's wrong with you? And
Sorry,
a big Brad Garrett. That's the only thing I
I
remember.
didn't
about
mean.
The
I
Pacifier.
didn't mean to write that movie.
It
I'm
makes
Oh,
sorry.
did
sense that a big fat guy would watch some babies.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that, Vin Diesel would watch babies.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no. Big fat guy makes sense. People ask me to watch babies all the time.
See?
They're always
You
like,
watch this kid?
hey, you don't look
I'll
like
be
you're
right
going
back.
anywhere.
At least not fast.
Are you going to sit here? Just don't let him run away. Here's the kid's leash. Just hold on to it.
If you want, you can drink your beer. Go ahead.
But there are all these memes that are going around and they're mocking the whole, it's about family.
Yes.
And I, at first, I know it's because of the new movie, but do people not know that Fast and the Furious was all about family? That's what it's been about.
It's about family, bro.
Since day 3 or 4. I mean, the first one's about family. The second one can't be because Vin Diesel's not really in it at all. I don't think he is in it at all.
No,
And then the
but
third
aren't
one,
they searching for
he's
him
only
somewhere?
in the end. I forget the second one. It's Too Fast, Too Furious is the worst of the worst in that whole
Yeah,
franchise.
no, it's like a typical sequel.
Yeah. where they just replaced him, and that's where they got Tyrese, and that's why Tyrese is still in all the movies, because he was his replacement in the second one.
Yeah.
And then Tokyo Drift, the white kid from Tokyo Drift just kind of like went away
just
because
sort
they
of
didn't
looked
need him.
like Paul Walker a little bit.
He looked like a combination of Paul Walker and Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Like he kind of looked like the two of them. He was like, jarhead looking, type of guy. And he was actually in one of my favorite movies growing up, the kid from Tokyo Drift. He was in a movie called The War. It was Elijah Wood and Kevin Costner. Really fucking fucked
Never
up.
heard of it.
Really like.
Wait, what was the movie?
Called The War.
Was it about
Lucas Black?
Lucas Black. Yeah, that's his name.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, I just looked it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and he kind of looks
He's
like
on
a cross between
NCIS,
them.
New Orleans.
He's done
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That's literally what he looks
Sling
like.
Blade. He's in Sling Blade as well.
Sling Blade, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He played a lot of like Southern kid. He's the kid in X-Files.
I hate to spoil it for you, but he's in F9. All right.
He is?
He is.
Sweet. Okay,
He
more
is.
reason we'll bring him more
Friday Night Lights. He's in Legion.
But in X-Files, he's the kid in the X-Files movie that falls into the pit and his eyes turn black as he's looking up right at the beginning of the movie. That's like, that's where I remembered him from.
Yep.
But either way, so you can skip, if you don't know, skip 1, 2, and 3, watch Point Break 3 times, and then just jump over to Fast and the Furious 4. Because Fast and the Furious, the first one, is just a straight ripoff of Point Break. It's the exact same setup. Instead of it being the ex-presidents are surfers, it's these guys robbing all these TV, DVD combo players are race car drivers or street car drivers.
They're
Yeah, but
street
it
racers.
did so much for car culture.
Oh, totally.
And then it
really
did some really bad things for car culture, but it still got a lot of people my age into.
Oh, for sure.
In turn, it did a
Cars.
lot of business for Kmart's and Burger King parking lots.
Yes.
Because of the car culture,
Oh,
Burger
fuck
King
yeah.
went through the roof because
It's
that's
true.
where you can hang out and not get in trouble, I guess.
Yep.
Because they're hip, dude. Burger
They're-
King don't give a fuck. They
They-
don't give
they
a
want
fuck.
You might say the Burger King rules. He rules. But from 4 on, it just became their superhero movies. They're just ridiculous
big
all
time.
over the place. They're super fun to watch if you know what you're getting yourself into.
Big popcorn flicks for
God.
your summer.
Movies where a guy shoots his car through the side of a mountain for no believable reason and then lands and goes, fucking pussy, and then just keeps driving. You're like, sure, that all just happened and it's real. But they get Helen Mirren, they get Charlize Theron, they get Jason Statham, they get The Rock. Like, they build. And they're super smart on the international scope where they are all the side characters that just look like it's just a guy with a Spanish accent. There's a lady from, Japan. And we're just like, it's just an actor, an up-and-coming actor. They're the biggest star in the world in their country.
Exactly.
And they're the drawing power, not The Rock. I mean, The Rock maybe, and Vin Diesel maybe, but nobody really else is the drawing power.
Right.
So they're super smart as far as that goes. But number
Too
10,
fast,
they've
too furious.
They've been rumoring that they're going to go to space. And
No,
I just,
they go to space in this
I
movie.
hope that this one they get there, and then it's a cliffhanger in space, an asteroid hanger, and he's just.
No, you didn't see the.
I didn't see the movie.
Well, they
and
shoot a Fiero into space.
Good. I'm so excited for
So
this.
that the Star Wars meme that makes
So that makes a little bit more sense. But all these memes going around started something in our group chat
Ludacris
yesterday.
has made a career.
Zach,
out
you
of
were
it.
explaining why the memes were funny to our buddy Steve. Like the child he is, you were explaining to him.
Steve's an idiot.
He doesn't get it. He just
like
doesn't
somebody
get it.
posted one of the Fast and it was the Harry Potter one
Yeah.
where they're like running from the spiders and the car saves them,
Yeah.
and Steve just posts, "I don't get it."
And then you
So
just did
and
a
I
breakdown.
like 5 paragraphs. Well, Steve, the Fast and the Furious is a very popular movie franchise. I just lay out like Vin Diesel plays Dom Toretto, who's the head of a family, and blah blah blah. And then after that, I was like, also, Harry Potter is another very popular movie franchise. This is what they would call a mashup, where they take a scene from one movie and another movie and make a meme out of it. Just like broke it down like a child, and then I called him a fucking idiot.
Yes.
I haven't seen the last 3 Fast and Furious movies,
But it's not that hard to
but
extrapolate.
it's fucking really,
Yeah.
like, they're so big, like, it's Vin Diesel driving fucking cars.
Yeah.
Like, that's the fucking thing.
But this conversation led to a brilliant idea on your part, Zach.
I think it was Steve that said the name first.
Oh, okay, but the idea that we want to reshoot the most famous scenes from Fast and the Furious as
Yes.
best as we can, but with me with the shaved head
Oh, we got the drone,
and
so
a
we're
shaved
good.
beard,
We're good.
Yep.
and just totally clean shaven, wearing the tightest black shirt I can fit into with the cross around my neck, holding a Corona in one hand, and my name is going to be Tom Dorito instead of Dom Toretto. And I already have his catchphrase. It's 2 things in life matter. Family and Doritos. And if you can get a family-sized bag of Doritos, you're all set. It's gonna be amazing. I'm really excited for it. I think we're gonna do this. This isn't one of those things that we're gonna talk about and never ever do. We're totally.
It's like you're gonna get in my fucking car and smash it through a mountain.
No, it's gotta be with the S10.
And land and be like, fucking Doritos.
It's gotta be the S10. But here's the thing: we have to use the first movie as premise, and you're hijacking Doritos trucks.
But I'm only taking like snack size bags. Yes. I'm stealing those, and they're like, "Who do you think it is?" Well, could it be Tom Dorito? That would be too on the nose for this situation. Everybody in the movie also just talks like my impersonation of Vin Diesel.
All right.
And the Paul Walker character works for Frito-Lay instead of being a cop.
And he's just
an
like,
undercover
somebody
Frito-Lay
keeps stealing
employee.
all our Doritos. Do you know anything about this Tommy Dorito? It's Tom. Never call me Tommy.
Eventually, you work your way up to manufacturing 3D Doritos.
Oh my God!
Space.
Black market 3D Doritos
From space.
They melt in
space.
your mouth in space. You put them on your tongue, they disintegrate in space.
And then you think about your family.
And then you reflect
I did it all for
on
my
everything
family.
you've
My
done
family.
for your family.
Jason Statham's character comes in, keeps calling him crisps. They'll be like, no, dude.
Crisps.
I don't know what that means. The chips.
Now, this kind of lends into an idea
Oh,
I had
crisps.
about like 12, 13 years ago when all the Transporter movies were coming out. I had this idea that I was trying to film for Funny or Die. We filmed a little bit of it, never finished it off. But very similar, almost the exact same idea. It was going to be called The Transporter, and I was just going to be Jason Statham's brother. I think I called him Steven Statham or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't.
Steven Statham, I like that.
And then I got hired to do it, and I just couldn't chase people. You know, I got very particular rules here in this situation. The first one is I don't run. And I drive a minivan, and I can transport everything you want as long as you don't need there by a specific time. And he was just eating pork rinds, that guy. He was just eating pork rinds.
Yeah.
All right, well, what goes better with pork rinds than
Real
some
quick,
beverages, Justin?
Slacky came up with an idea that your brother, your brothers would be Cool Ranch and Spicy Nacho.
Yes.
Family.
Also, me and Mikey have come up with a joke of Jason Statham's Steakums.
Jason
Oh no, that was the Chris Pratt thing.
Chris Pratt did it.
Oh,
You're
I don't
stealing
know.
things.
Maybe.
You're stealing things.
I don't know. This has been a revolving joke for 3 or 4 years now.
All right, you're gonna get sued by Olivia Rodrigo
So
Styles.
that was Chris Pratt on Saturday Night Live. He did a skit
know.
where it was Jason Steakums.
No, I never saw that. I didn't know that even existed.
We're gonna sue SNL.
And,
Fucking Christ.
And yeah, it was Chris Pratt pretending to be Jason Statham
Yeah.
doing
I
an
haven't even seen
infomercial
this.
for Steakums.
Oh, well,
right.
I'm glad it's done. I'm glad it's done. I'm glad somebody
more work
did it.
off our plate. More work off our plate.
And Mikey
Exactly.
wouldn't shut up about it for months.
Makes sense.
And now it's just in his brain as a thing
That
that he
motherfucker.
thought.
So
of.
Mikey told you that he made it up.
No,
And
I
dragged
started
you into
saying
this.
All right,
saying it
so
to
we're
him.
suing Mikey, right?
But he
That's
never
what we're doing?
corrected me that it was an actual skit.
What a jerk.
Motherfucker.
Well,
Mikey, what the fuck, dude?
Statham's Jason Steakums. It's really good.
I like
Alright, I'll have to
steak.
watch it.
It's
I will definitely have to watch it.
Do it.
he can't he
Watch it
can't
with your
keep it-
family.
He can't keep his composure through it.
Hell yeah.
It's
Those are the best, dude.
ones.
They are the best.
They always are.
Yeah, he starts cracking up in the middle of it.
Oh. All right, guys, we're sipping on some Natty Light Natter Days right now to get us started, but we've got plenty
These
more
are
to drink, so
fantastic.
let's hit it. What are we drinking?
We drink it so you don't have to. Rub you in the morning from the bathroom. Cheap booze and craft brews. Rub you in the morning from the bathroom. What are we drinking? What are we drinking? Yeah!
All right, guys. So as I was saying, we were sipping on the Natural Light Natter Days. It's their strawberry lemonade and drinking beer. We had this last year, or 2 years ago even.
Have we
love
ranked this?
We've ranked it,
We have,
but we
okay.
can go again just to prove to ourselves that our ranking system is Totally accurate. Actually, might not be in season 5. I don't think we did. It's the summertime, and that season started in the fall.
Yeah.
So we should give it a proper ranking then.
Okay.
I love these. The second we saw them, we picked these out going, this is going to suck. These are going to be so god-awful.
Yeah.
And nothing has pleased me more than Natural Light making these and then their seltzers, because I still stand by their seltzers being some of the best seltzers
I agree with that, yeah.
I stand by Natural Light always and forever, making good products.
I like a Natty Daddy just like any other
for
daddy.
fat,
Yeah.
cheap drunks.
It's
Yes,
actually
sir.
funny. One of the kids at work who is underage came and he was
Child.
like, well, I mean, he's
like, do you
he's
have
17.
a Natty Daddy for me,
Well,
Daddy?
he's 17 and he's like,
You're like,
my
God, get away.
friends. He's like, my friend's parents bought us liquor and we got something called Natty Daddies, and I'm like,
Ooh, enjoy.
all right,
Have fun.
8%. All right,
Your
yeah.
friends' parents are scumbags.
And that's not your standard 8%. There's something about
Yeah,
those
they're
things.
a little heavy.
It's really
There's a
wilding
homeless
out.
man at my job.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he comes in every 2-3 times a week. And he has me call the paramedics for him because he chugged down 6 Natty Daddy pounders in 5 minutes.
Holy fuck.
I don't know.
And he stumbles
couldn't
in,
do
he's
that
like,
many daddies.
Rich, you gotta call the cops, man. He's like, I'm not gonna make it. And I don't think he's actually that bad.
Yeah.
I think he just gives himself an anxiety attack because
Yeah.
he chugs down these
Yeah,
Natty
probably.
Daddies.
So do you call the cops?
I call the paramedics. Yeah,
What do
I
they
call-
do?
They come and then he's rolling around on the floor and they're like, "Hey, who are you?" He's like, "I'm Neil. I'm the first man on the moon." And we're like, "All right, Neil. Okay." He's like, "Could you just play some Rolling Stones, man? I'm not a bad guy."
Now, is he Neil, the first man on the moon, before the Natty Daddies, or is it only when Natty Daddies kick in?
Oh no, he says some shit
Okay, good.
I mean,
So
I
we
don't think I ever see him.
I just
sober.
don't want to tarnish the good name of Natty Daddy.
But no, this guy comes in. He's
It's
from,
not a thing I'm
He's
into.
from Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So he comes in and he's like, "Brick City." And he's like, "Fuck white pussy." And we're just like, "Oh, okay."
I like this guy.
How you doing, man? And he's
Neil
like,
is my
and he's
hero.
like, "I'm the first man on the moon."
Is his name actually Neil?
Yeah, his name.
Okay, well, at least that's
His
good.
name is Neil Rogers,
Ooh. Find him.
and
You
he's
can't.
got a handlebar white mustache, leather jacket, baseball cap.
You can
and
find
a
him in
jersey.
Allentown.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sorry,
walking
I'm
around
not throwing.
Allentown, he's
I
there.
didn't mean to throw him out there, but
Yeah. Now everybody knows
He
Justin.
hangs out at Supremo.
There you
Yep,
go.
there we go. His schedule for school is he has gym first period, and then
Yes.
he has off the rest
Wait,
of the day.
But
Wait, is this homeless guy the same kid that his parents bought him Natty Daddies?
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, same
Maybe.
guy.
In a
Maybe.
time loop?
that's
Oh.
what happened.
That's what happens.
He got the
when you
Natty
drink.
Daddy. He got the taste of Natty
I'm
Daddy.
sorry,
and
we're
now he's
losing our
fucked.
Natty Light sponsorship tonight.
Last week I
for
was
sure.
17 and I had my first
Natty
Natty
Daddy does
Daddy.
horrible things to people.
That's actually we just spoiled the plot for M. Night Shyamalan's
his
new movie.
The
Himalayan.
new Steel Reserve.
M. Night Natty Daddy Shyamalan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
M.
What is
Natty
it?
Daddy
Old,
Shyamalan.
older? What's the name of his new movie?
Yeah, that's what happens. It's
Oh,
all about
yeah.
just chugging Natty Daddies.
It's the
Natty
sequel
Daddies
to
on the
Looper.
beach.
It's called Drinker.
Stupor. It's called Stupor. I'm just walking around all stupor, you know? Now, Rich, have you had the Natty Light Natter Days before this?
Yes.
You've had it. It's good.
So I have
It's
one
refreshing.
question. How much is that 18 pack?
I don't remember.
What does that run?
Like, I think it's
18
around
under
8
20?
I think it's around $17, something about that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? It's a buy.
And they have a
It is
pineapple
buy.
version of this as
Because I
well.
won't
They
lie,
do.
with something like this, cost is a factor.
Yeah, it
Yes.
definitely
Oh, yeah,
is.
for sure.
Oh, yeah. But it's super light. Like, I feel you could pour it over ice and just enjoy it over ice if you wanted to waste your beverage.
I could drink
But it's
this all
really
day.
delicious.
Yeah.
It is great. So, Richard, we'll start with you. What would you give this on a scale of 0 to 100? It's a strawberry lemonade drinking beer. What are you thinking?
I'm going to go with like an 85 on
An
this.
85. That's
Holy
valiant.
fuck.
That's high up there, but
That's
is a
high
value.
value.
That
And
is.
well, a lot of that is because of value.
Yes.
You
True.
got to
This
take
is
all that
very
into
true.
account.
Very true.
I mean,
I'm-
what are these, like 4 or 5%?
Yeah, I think they're
Probably
the 4.5.
about 4.5.
4.2.
4.2,
Yeah.
yeah.
4.2,
Standard
yeah.
beer.
This is a saison, man. This is a
4.2,
sessionable beverage.
$18 pack for
Yep.
18 beers?
Yep.
Eh.
Can't beat it. Can't
Is this a
beat
30
it.
pack?
No, it's an 18
It's an
pack.
18 oh,
which
No, it's
is
less than that.
No, it's 18.
No, I mean it's
natty
less
pack.
than $18.
Oh, it might be.
Oh,
It might
yeah,
only
yeah,
be
it's-
$15.
I think this is like $13.
I bought
Sub
cigarettes and
$20.
that, and it was sub
Oh, yeah.
25.
As
so, yeah,
compared to
about
like
that.
$20 for a 12-pack of White Claw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. I'd
Yeah,
rather
that's
have
crazy.
this 100%. I'm
Damn.
gonna give this. I'm gonna try not to let his high ranking affect me because I was gonna go up there. I'm gonna give this an 81.
Okay.
It is for
nice.
like we've had the Rattler from Moosehead.
Yep.
That is also very nice in the same way. But I like the strawberry lemonade flavor more
Right.
than I like the other flavors.
Right.
So I'm gonna go there. 81. Justin, what are you thinking on this guy?
I'm going to go with an 80, but we also have our first other number from
Ooh.
Slacky.
Ooh.
He said, I drank about 20 of them last year because Kyle left the 30-pack at my house
Yes,
after
I
the
did.
party, and he ranks it a 72.5.
Still
That works?
a very
Well,
good grade.
also, that's a summer 85.
That is a
Yeah.
summer
it's,
85.
it's not a winter 85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're drinking it in its prime time
Yes.
for when you should be consuming this. Zach, what are you giving this 0 to 100?
74.
74. Very
Fair.
good score. It's going to average right around the mid to late 70s there.
Yep.
It's about 1 point for every
Also
year
where
Justin's
I
been
average my
Yes.
women.
alive. Ooh, 74.
Mid to late 70s.
Primo right there. All right, so in addition to these, we are, and again, these are our sipping beverages today. We have stumbled upon something that I predicted would happen 2 years ago.
The
And
only thing about
reason-
these,
Yeah.
before you get into it, I don't like the flavorings.
Oh, these
I mean,
are two
are-
flavors I would not choose to buy, but it was the only two flavors they
yes,
had.
exactly.
Now, a few years ago when White Claw and all the other seltzers started popping off, I said, give it a year or two. You're going to be able to buy pounders that are 8 to 12%. And holy shit, look what happened.
Here they
White Claw,
are.
hard seltzer, Surge. We've got cranberry, and we have blood orange. This is 8% made pure, gluten-free, but it's 8% alcohol by volume. And I'll say this, I like just the aesthetics of it. I like the can better. I like this can. I like the blue. I think it's cooler looking. Blue is just naturally a cooler color. Actually cooler looking. But it's I feel like this looks more like a soda can, like
sure.
a tall soda. So you get away with drinking and driving on this one a little bit, guys. Take my word, drinking and driving's totally cool. Nothing bad ever happens to you. Nobody in this room
These are made
has ever
pure,
had
too.
anything. Yeah, they are made pure. I'm gonna start with the cranberry. I don't know what one you guys have.
Yeah,
I'll start
I'm
with
done with that.
cranberry.
Also,
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a pop open. What I'm looking for with this, just so everybody is in the
It
know,
smells better than I thought it was going
I want it to taste as close to regular White Claw as possible. It's
not gonna.
It's not going to, but that's what I want from this. But
Do
I
you
feel
think
like
this
it's
is
gonna
going to taste more like the...
Steel Reserve.
Yeah.
That's where my nerves are at. My nerves are at. This is going to taste like Steel Reserve. So here we go. Bottoms up on the cranberry. Oh,
That's bad.
Okay, it's immediately bad, but then it dissipates into nothing.
There's
I
a
really-
there's a
Oh.
very harsh aftertaste to this.
As if you cut a Four Loko with a fucking White Claw.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, because you get the alcohol grossness that cannot be covered up with this little amount of sugar.
Just drink two. All right, here I'm just gonna make this statement. At least with the cranberry, maybe it's the flavoring.
Yeah, could be.
Maybe it doesn't carry
The blood
through. But
orange
just
doesn't
drink
really,
two fucking White Claws at this point.
Yeah.
Just drink two White Claws. Don't try and
Double
suffer
fist,
yourself
right?
down.
double fisted.
Double fist of some White Claw.
Now the calories on this 220 calories. It's still only 2 grams carbs, and that's pretty much all from sugar.
I mean, for how harsh this is. Yes.
Or better yet, double
Yeah.
fist some Natter Days.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, just
Exactly.
drink the Natter Days. Now,
the Natter
how
Days.
many of these do you think it takes? Do you think after one of these you feel no harm and you can just chug a bunch more of these?
Maybe.
Is it? In
We're
that,
about to find
We
out.
are about to
I'm
find
almost
out.
halfway done with this one.
I don't want to finish this one before we start the next one. I know Zach might, but this.
I'm gonna
Let's give it a
calculate
ranking.
it.
Let's give them individual rankings. on
It's
this
so
one, all right?
bad. It's so
Initial
fucking
taste is
bad.
terrible. The aftertaste I actually don't hate, and it kind of
hate
immediately
it.
is gone. It's
I don't
like,
mind the cranberry, honestly.
It's like a shot in your arm. It's like getting vaccinated. It hurts for a second, and then you're sleeping
You
and
like
shitting
cranberry?
yourself
Can
for
we
the
be
next 4
honest?
days.
Cranberry flavor sucks.
I love
tried
cranberry.
a lot of
I
cranberry.
like
like
cranberry.
saying it
raisins.
mixed them.
Yeah.
Mix them.
The
Mix 'em?
cranberry and the blood orange.
All right, all right.
We're
Yeah,
gonna have to
yeah.
do a map.
Well, after I
My mom's
taste,
watching.
Your mom?
We got a
Okay,
Helen.
all right.
after I
Thank
taste
you,
the blood
Helen.
orange,
Hi, Mom.
ma'am.
Yeah.
I have a problem with blood orange as far as flavoring goes.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
do orange.
Let's
just
give
do
the
fucking
cranberry
orange.
a ranking. For what I'm getting off of it, I'm just gonna jump out there. It's 8%, so I have to give that a little bit of.
You take it into account.
Yeah, give it a little bit of credit there. It is 8%.
Yeah, but it's a harsh 8%. You could
harsh
literally
8%.
double fist two White Claws and not get that over.
I have less of a
alcohol
reaction
abundance.
drinking bourbon, so I mean, I
Yes.
could just drink a bottle of bourbon
Yes.
instead of that. I'm gonna give it a 51 because it's doing its job getting me drunk. It's failing on flavor, but it's getting me drunk. So on the alcoholic scale, it's a 51 for me. Zach, what do you think? And I see some nasty faces over there from you. Oh, and some nasty noises.
32 because it's a multiple of 8.
I like your style
Okay.
there. I like your. That's why I went with 51 as well. Justin,
45.
45. Another multiple of 8. Awesome.
Yes.
And Richard,
I'm gonna keep the trend going at a 56.
perfect multiple of. That one actually might be. Let me do math. I don't know how to do math.
87.
Yeah.
Shh. This kid went to school or
Which
something.
was the percentage of Voodoo Ranger, which is
Oh,
way better.
yeah, Voodoo Rangers. We've been looking
Have
for
you-
that one
the
Voodoo
new one,
Ranger.
yeah.
Oh my god, I haven't been able to find it yet.
What, the Imperial?
No, what was the one? It's like some
No,
weird
it's like
90s.
a 90s
Yeah,
throwback.
it's
Yeah.
the neon ranger.
Neon
Neon
Ranger.
Ranger. That's what it's called.
Oh, I had that.
I haven't
Is it
seen
good?
it.
Yes.
Oh, it looks so
Oh, yeah.
good.
It's,
All right.
it's New Belgium. They're all good.
Yeah, for sure.
Blood orange. I'll say I like cranberry more than I like blood orange. Just flavor
This
wise.
smells more like tangerine. I'll be honest
Let's
with you.
That does
Let's see.
have a tangerine, as you might say if you're wrong.
Just said her name was Tangerine.
Or you know what? Just make it grapefruit if that's the case. I feel like that's why they go for the blood
Yeah.
orange. You know what I mean? Like,
This I can do.
All right.
yes.
It might be because I have had half a can of the other one.
Yeah, that might be part of it.
Okay, let me taste the other one real quick.
No, there's still a harshness with the cranberry. The flavor of the cranberry does not. It's
Yeah,
something
no,
about
that's
the,
all in the cran.
the
That's all in the
citrus
cran.
carries this through
It's
and
all
kills
in
it.
Yeah.
the crayon.
All in the
This one's
cran.
better.
This is way better.
This
I don't know
is
if I could
way
drink
better.
multiple on a hot day.
I mean, I think after one of them, I could do whatever I fucking want. I think that's basically where we're at on this one. This episode is going to get real
All
interesting.
right, so you want to mix?
I want to give a ranking
Yeah,
on the
let's
blood
look.
orange, and then I'm going to do a mixing of the two in my mouth. I'm going to say I
No,
went with the 50.
oh god, no.
I went with the 51 before. This one only beats it a little bit. I'm gonna give this a 55. Again, multiples of 8. What we're doing here today.
Yeah.
Richard, what are you thinking on the blood orange?
64.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that it?
50.5.
50.5. Yeah, mixing it does not make it any
No,
better.
it's worse.
Let's see. Let's see.
It's bad.
Cranberry really destroys there.
Oh my god.
Ooh, all right, Zachary, I almost forgot your name.
32 because it's
Why is the
just as
cranberry
bad.
so bad?
It's terrible,
I don't
dude.
They're both fucking bad.
Like,
but this
They're
one is
both bad.
This is marginally better. I
But
feel
cranberry's
like it
supposed
is.
to do like good things for alcohol.
Take
Yeah.
a big,
True.
take a big swig of it.
Yeah.
Take a
Like
big
vodka
old hit of that
cranberry
shit.
is delicious.
Yes, I
This
agree.
is not delicious.
Can we just
Yeah,
state?
it's,
Can we
it's
just
4
state right
points better
now?
than that one.
Can we just say right now that any hard seltzer that is a high APV,
Yeah. ABV.
APV,
Alcohol by volume.
Yeah,
alcohol per
ABV.
volume,
Alcohol pie volume.
Alcohol by volume.
Alcohol pie
It is
volume.
ABV.
pie volume.
Pie volume.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
How
They
much,
should just not do it.
how
Just
much
don't
alcohol is in this pie? Yeah, don't do it.
Just don't do it. Stick to
yeah.
the fucking
Stick to
5%.
Natterlights. Just stick to
This is
Natterlights.
fantastic if you need to be gluten free.
Natterlights. Natter days.
Okay.
I can't speak
But
already.
that's the only reason you should be drinking
But
this.
would you rather not just have 2 of the regular White Claws?
I'd rather just
Yeah,
have
but what
Natter
does
Days.
this
Or
cost?
Natter
Yeah.
Days, yeah.
What does this cost?
Cost? They
So
were.
what is this
It
They
was
were
alright, so
under.
for all of them,
I'm
it
already-
was $7.
Yeah, it was
For all
we
of
got
them, it
4
was
of them for $7.
But
right?
that could have
Yeah.
just been they were trying to get rid of this. I don't
That
know
is
how
true.
long
There
it
was
was sitting
literally
there.
a loose box
So this
in the
is
back.
cheaper than
Getting actual
White Claw
White
because
Claw.
this
Yes.
is probably not the
Yeah,
same
because
alcohol.
White Claw
No,
prices are
it's definitely not the same.
This is not the same alcohol. I
No.
can taste
Yeah.
the
This
nastiness
tastes like
of it.
when you mix stuff with Everclear.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's got that like grain alcohol.
Like if you were to
aftertaste.
just take like cranberry seltzer
not-
from
it's
Weiss
not
and
horrible.
add grain alcohol to it,
Like
it's
I can
this.
do it,
What's pure about
but I don't
this?
like it.
Made
It's
pure.
pure shit. That's what I think is the
Made-
new
made
White
pure.
Claw.
Made pure.
We're pure shit over here.
Now these,
surging into your intestines.
I've heard people call them the Fight Claw.
Yes, because they make
Because
you want
it's
to fight.
8%. Fight Claw.
White Claws, dude.
Well,
It's fight. I'm
first
fighting
rule
all
about
y'all.
Fight Claw is you don't
Just wait.
drink Fight Claw.
Just wait.
Don't. We're gonna while out.
I'm in a mood today.
As long as you're in your underwear.
What?
As long as you're in your underwear, I'll fight you.
No,
All right.
No undies. I'm going buck naked.
Now for the
even
greatest
better. Every one of you.
transition in the history
I just
of
gotta
the
finish
world.
this
Yes.
one and this one, and you're done.
All right, for the greatest
We're not even getting to
transition
the song.
this show has ever seen, ever. We are tonight going to be playing really nice, wonderful, actually good music. Not that we
hold
don't
on.
play
Yeah, I was gonna
wonderful,
say,
good
we
music
play
every
a
other-
lot of amazing
but
music.
We are playing like actually beautiful. I will say
But
this
this
is
girl's voice is
beautiful
amazing.
music. And it's outside of our normal where we go for. Usually, I just get a lot of fun, dirty punk rockers from Australia and you know all over Europe that want to be on our show. But today we are featuring Kiana Corley, and she first of all my interactions with her, like the sweetest person, just super excited. I posted that she was from Philadelphia, and she messaged me. She goes, I'm actually, and I don't think she realized that we were in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'm actually from like a small town outside of Philadelphia. Nobody will really know it. And I'm like, where are you from? She goes, Lancaster. And I went, yeah, no, Lancaster. We're from the Poconos. Yeah, like I know where you're at. And she was like, oh, that's so crazy. And she was like the sweetest person. And all of her music that I've listened to, like I was just kind of in a mood one day, and I was like, I need to just kind of like chill out.
I remember you sending me her stuff, and I was just like,
It
"Oh,
was
this is
like
really
you could
cool.
put this on, and I don't know what you're gonna do to it. Do whatever you want to it. I'm not here to tell you what to do to music, or to do while you are listening to music.
To fight Richard.
You should fight Richard to the. If you ever hear Kiana Corley come up, you chug a blood orange
Fight
surge,
Claw.
and you chug that Fight Claw, and you step to this little guy. You step to him. You're gonna do it.
That's so bad. Why am I? It's so bad.
All right, guys. So Kiana Corley
tried to
is a Pennsylvania-raised singer-songwriter whose music has been described as soulful with a youthful overlay of pop, but also intertwined with her love of folk music and alt-rock. During her time as a performing and recording artist, she has collaborated with such artists as hip-hop group JBDK and R&B charting artist Michael Waves. That's two V's and Waves there. She's performed in various venues across Pennsylvania and New York, including the Chameleon Club, which I don't know if you've ever played there, but I really like that club.
Oh, I love the
And it's great. The redheaded lady that runs it, I cannot remember her name, but she was like the sweetest person in the world. I believe she's still running it like 15 years later. She's also played Rockwood City Music Hall, and her most recent release is an EP called Take It or Leave It, and it takes you on a journey through many different musical styles, from upbeat ukulele-infused pop all the way to funk. So, in the way that we, as our band is, Brunch, like to include all genres,
Right.
she is like the nice, polished version of what we like to do. The musicians that she gets to play with her are amazing. I just get the vibe with some of it that it's a bunch of young, really focused artists that are either going to school for this or have just been working, you know, in high school up to college, and they are super dedicated, really talented, full-blown musicians. She plays shows with like a Chicago level big band sometimes, like full, like not, I won't say full orchestra, but she'll play and she'll have, you know, like horns backing her up and a full band. And I was very excited to find her and for her to respond to me. And honestly, when I saw it, and this is in no way a dig, as nothing I ever say about her bands is, I thought she was way bigger when I heard the music. I was like, how is this chick not fucking huge? So that's why we're bringing her to you guys here. The first song we're going to be playing for you is actually a music video. So if you're listening in the podcast form, just jump over to the YouTube format and listen and watch there. But the first song is called Lukewarm. If you like what you hear, you can check her out at Kiana Corley Music. That's KIANACORLEY Music on Instagram, and she's available wherever you might find music to stream. So let's just jump right into it. Here it is, Lukewarm from Kiana Corley. We'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Fight Claw.
Our love is like lukewarm coffee in the morning. maybe that's all we do for each other anymore. That's all we do. We could have had a fire there, but we lost the spark. Nothing that I ever do ignites your heart. All my love, I wanna be the extreme. But we're stuck watching TV, you're not looking at me, stuck in the center of the phone. Your mind is like an evening sky before a storm. I used to see us so damn clear. For the judgment's God, we just can't see eye to eye. Just clearing up the damage. Nothing else. 'Cause baby, that's all we do for each other anymore. That's all we do. We could have had a fire there, but we lost the spark. Nothing that I ever do ignites your heart. All my love, I wanna be the extreme. But we're stuck watching TV, you're not looking at me, stuck in the center of the phone. 'Cause once we're sweet as no dough, and we're burned in our soul, doesn't get enough energy for you to say you love me. And I try to get some peace of mind with the fact that what we see now ain't what it used to be. And I'd give anything for things to be either hard as all hell or freezing as the cell that your heart's locked up in. 'Cause it's give and take or break, and now we're stuck in the center of. We could have had a fire there, but we lost the spark. Nothing that I ever do ignites your heart. All my love, I wanna be the extreme. But we're stuck watching TV. Yeah, we're stuck watching TV. You're not looking at me, stuck in the center of lukewarm. Hey. So stuck in the center.
We went to Fort
All right, we are back. Thank you again to Kiana Corley for that beautiful song. Again, Zach, we were joking before because I said that she's from Lancaster,
Yeah.
and you mentioned it as
Beautiful, though.
Amish town. And then we started coming up with an idea to do basically a Lauryn Hill style album, but only with Amish music backing it. So a lot of like jug band stuff, a lot of washboards, playing the spoons, a banjo, or something like that. I think this chick might be the ticket to
I
that.
think we would bring her that idea, and
then she'd go,
and she would
"Oh,
say,
that's such a nice idea."
No,
No, you go away.
she
very
would
nice.
say, "I live in Lancaster. I respect the Amish.
Yeah.
I'm also a black woman making music, and
Maybe-
I respect
maybe she
Lauryn
hates
Hill.
the Amish.
So no,
But maybe, like Justin said, maybe she hates the Amish.
You know what she reminds me? If you ever listen to, I had to look up her name because I can never pronounce it good. Leanne LaHavas.
No, I have not.
She had that song "Is Your Love Big Enough?" It was a big song.
Okay.
On NPR a couple years ago. I'm sure I've played it for you.
Yeah.
Probably.
Her voice
Well,
reminds
she's got
me
a
of that.
killer voice, and it's
Like she's gonna be on XPN.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
she will
definitely.
be one of the artists to watch on XPN
for sure.
in the next 12
1,000%.
months.
Oh, yeah.
Someone is
She
gonna pick her shit up.
She is super talented, and like any smart musician, she is obviously surrounding herself by extremely talented musicians.
Yeah.
And when you have a voice like that, and it's backed by actual real music, it just always sounds better.
For sure.
Not having canned music, not having like pre-programmed anything like that is. And I've watched a lot of the videos she's put up on Instagram. It's just a bunch of talented people in a room together.
See, there's a
recording, and it's
difference
beautiful.
to major pop stars. Like, yes, going to see a major pop star would probably be a crazy experience, crazy live show.
Yeah.
But going to see her live is a totally different experience.
I would want a cabaret setting for something like this.
Yeah, for sure.
I would want, I mean, if perfect world, I mean, not for a musician or a vocalist, but I kind of just want a smoky room in like a Manhattan, and I just want to sit there.
And a baguette.
And a baguette. And I just want to enjoy what about a croissant? Would you like a croissant?
Croissant?
Croissant? Would you do a croissant?
Do you like croissant?
I would do it for a croissant.
I would do it for one.
I was watching this guy on YouTube from France, and he was on the quest to make the perfect croissant. And this guy's amazing. Like he gets real scientific. His kitchen looks more like a scientific lab
Nice.
See, I love that
than
shit,
a kitchen.
dude. I love that shit.
That
But
would
like
be great.
just seeing this guy's like failures over and over, he's like, I'm just trying to make the perfect croissant, and I'm like,
Well, maybe he should try for the baguette then. Maybe he should just lower
Yeah,
his
just start with
standards.
the baguette and then
Nah.
make your way up to
We'll
the
get to
croissant.
croissants later,
it
bro.
needs 1,000 layers of butter.
It really does. That is the
Yeah.
key to all French cuisine. Is
No,
1,000 layers
dude,
of butter.
He's just folding it. And
Yeah.
folding
I mean,
it,
they-
and folding it.
They
and
must have
folding
been
it.
freaking out with the butter shortage back a couple years
Jesus.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
What are they doing over there? How are they like basting anything?
Margarine.
Let alone everything. Oh,
Imagine,
no.
imagine walking
No.
over there like,
No.
here's margarine.
I will
Starve before I eat the margarine.
I don't think they let people named margarine into that country. Like, they're just so you
They
can't.
lock you up as soon as you get into the
They're
country.
like, oh, you a plastic piece of shit. You're not allowed to have this anymore. All right, well, the next single that we're going to be playing from Kiana Corley, again, at Kiana Corley Music on Instagram, and you can find her everywhere you're streaming music. Before we get all stupid, let's just jump into the next one. The single is called Chestnut, and no music video for this one, just a nice, I believe this is the cover of Take
Chestnut?
It or Leave It, Chestnut.
Okay.
Yeah, Chestnut. If we wrote the song, it'd probably be totally different. So before we can bastardize it anymore, let's just jump right into it. Again, here is Kiana Corley, Chestnut. Excuse us. Enjoy the actual really good music. Yeah. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. And then we'll be talking about our new single, the Escape song. All right. Enjoy.
Baby, out of mind, sitting here waiting. Baby, out of mind, you hesitated. If it takes until the world can't sustain, and we're all on Mars, well, I guess that just means more nights watching stars with you. Baby, I don't mind being there for you. Baby, I don't mind taking care of you. Let me be the one to hold you tight on cloudy nights when you can't see forward. We'll make our own moonlight. Oh, don't you ever let me go. Don't you ever let me go. You make it so You can take me or leave me.
Binge Rampage.
All right, guys. Again, there you have it.
We don't
That
get
is
advertisements
Kiana
here.
Corley at
She has
Kiana
a certain
Corley Music.
je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
We have Binge Rampage. She's really talented. Great find. Yes, she
Seriously,
is. She
like,
is really talented.
We've
like
had a lot
Check
of
her out,
amazing
support.
bands. We've had a lot of amazing
Please
bands.
go out and
solo
support
artists.
anybody that we played Rich's bands.
Yeah,
we
go
played
support
Dave's.
all music everywhere,
Yeah.
especially as the world's opening back up. But if you see Kiana Corley on something, you know you're in for a treat. Thank you again to Kiana for letting us play your music to our listeners here.
Yes.
I'm really stoked to hear everything that comes from her music moving forward. I can only imagine if this is what she's been doing over the last couple of years, that the sky is the limit. And like Zach said,
Hey, we're not far
probably
enough.
gonna be
Go
an
see a live
NPR.
show. Go support her.
Yeah. If I see her start posting about live shows, I am very tempted to go drive. I don't care fucking how far. Two hours, 3 hours? Okay, no more than 3 hours, but I would drive 3 hours, all right? I would drive 3
Kyle,
hours for that voice.
You've
Not your
driven
typical guest,
further
but that was
in the
very-
middle
that
of the
was
night
very
only
pretty, very
to
nice.
fall asleep for a few minutes and then drive back home.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that. That was definitely me, sober. Totally sober.
totally
That's
sober. You
a
never
story
broke
that
a law
we've,
ever.
We've not told on this
You've
show.
never had
Never
an
told that
incident
show.
while
No,
driving
Never,
once.
never. We didn't write a whole EP about my driving record. Nothing like that. But again, at Kiana Corley Music on Instagram and wherever you find music, go check her out and support her. Now we've got our song this evening. It's called the Escape Song. It is the 6th track off of Wasted and Waiting. And I won't say meticulously, but I put together the track listing of the album, hoping that one day this album gets pressed on vinyl, and that this song would be song 1 off of
Viva
the
live
B-side.
shows. Yes, I agree.
Fuck yeah, Viva live shows.
Viva la.
Viva le live shows.
Yes. Keep it with, yes.
Vive le croissant. Croissant. If you have
That's
a
it.
live show with croissants, I am there. I'll drive
That's-
4
no.
hours for that.
No, we're throwing out croissants at the next live show that we play. I'm calling it.
We're doing
Oh,
a French theme
A
show.
French
I don't know
theme.
if it's
It's
French
just
or not,
butter.
but-
We're just covering everything in butter. And going, yes. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Layers of butter.
Oh, so many layers of butter.
I have ruined my amplifier.
Can you get canceled for doing a French accent yet? I think that's still a
Not
safe
yet.
one, right? Irish,
Yeah,
French.
no, we're good.
You can still Italian. We can make fun of
Nobody
those
wants
right
to
now
cancel
still.
us anyway.
I'm
dude.
partly
The
I have
Irish
French
simple
family.
You have a French
so-
family?
Yeah,
I've
I
been to a
mean-
French bistro before. I think that's close enough.
I worked for a French chef once.
Yeah? Well, there we go.
I
We're
have,
covered.
I have a French knife.
Try to cancel us. I've worn a French tickler. I've French kissed, and I've French kissed a French tickler. So I think I am covered with just those things.
Credible.
I put it on the
Credible.
doll's tongue that I was practicing kissing on. I put the French tickler on the tongue. And then I took it off and put it on a dude's wiener and kissed that too.
Ooh.
As
Speaking of-
always, when I'm on the show, hi mom.
Hey, Alan.
Now, the song tonight is called The Escape Song. This is one of the songs that I have been playing probably the most consistently for the longest. About 6 years ago, I wrote a totally different version of this song that was a lot more downtrodden and depressing sounding. And I was on house arrest for one of those things I definitely didn't get arrested for.
Nope.
I had my second DUI and I was on house arrest, and I was working on music in the month that I couldn't leave the house except to go to work. And I wrote this really fun, kind of depressing sounding song. And then
She has no words.
I was playing it, and I had my nieces and nephews come over, and they were kind of like looking at me like, why are you playing this really sad sounding music? So then I just took what I did and kind of transposed it into a more poppy,
Right.
all major sounding, just real like just, you know, D's and E's and A's and G's, just like cowboy chorded it up, and it became this song. And then I went, fuck that, I like this way much better.
Way
So
much better.
I
Way
like
much.
this. I like this way much better.
Gotcha.
That's where I was saying it.
Yeah.
was a comma.
But way much better. I like this, and I kind of like built it for like a couple of weeks, and then I recorded a version on Facebook. and I think I did Facebook Live or something. Maybe I just recorded and then uploaded it to Facebook. And I just recorded me in the best acoustics in the house that I was in at the time. Just put the phone down, facing up. There's like a blue cup on the side of the screen, and that's the only thing you see. You see that and a skylight on the ceiling, because I didn't want anybody to look at me. And I was on house arrest. I was very haggard. And I recorded it, and then a couple of weeks later, Richard had heard it, said he had really liked it, and Richard did the first version, or the second version, I guess, of this song. Now, with you doing that, as I said before, it kind of pushed me to go, okay, actually, this is a good song. I like this song, and I will continue to work on this. Richard, do you remember anything, like what drew you to the song, and do you remember anything about the process of you writing your little version of it?
Well, really, I just couldn't believe the things I had seen. Yeah. In this one smokestack town.
Yeah. You won't believe the things I've seen staring at the streets.
Yeah.
And I think
it was a really good song, man. Like, I don't know, it's your it's my favorite thing you've ever done.
Fuck
you know?
it.
It's just this like classic. It's got like some Roy Orbison vibes to it a little bit.
Yeah, and when I was writing it, I definitely was listening to a lot of Traveling Wilburys, but I was trying to write a Joe Jackson style song originally, like
Yeah, you do.
Is she really
Probably
going
do.
out with him? Is she really
I
going
just don't
out
know
with
him
him?
by name.
Is she really going out with him?
Pretty women
Is she
are
really
walking
going-
with gorillas down my street.
You just had to say
Trying take
that.
it by eye, but I look real cool. Look over there.
Really, dude?
Yeah.
Joe Jackson.
Yeah.
Joe Jackson is so Sunday Papers.
I probably know it.
you
Stepping
definitely
out.
know.
I don't know names. That's my whole thing, man.
Joe Jackson
like,
is
I know
great,
songs,
dude.
but
That's where I was looking to try to write this song, and then Richard
Look
came
over
and
there.
you added bass and drums to it, and that gave me the first feel of
and
what
reverb.
and reverb. Oh, a lot of reverb.
Lot of
But you
reverb.
literally
That
took
was my
the
style back
video.
then.
You
I was
took
just like,
the
you know what
video
this
I
needs?
posted on Facebook and added reverb. Yeah. And for what I gave you to work off of, or what you took to work off of, really pretty much only reverb could have helped in that situation.
Especially with my shitty drums.
Yeah.
Like,
Now,
it's what had to be done.
I wouldn't say they were shitty. I thoroughly enjoyed them. But then this song went through a couple different iterations. Not only did Richard do a version, I played the song for Zach, and Zach basically transposed it and made it more of kind of, I think we had a lot of more, like, I think there were upbeats in it.
It
and
was way more Beatles.
Yeah.
way more Beatles. You had a really fun little trill solo
I
in the
can
middle.
hear that. I can hear that.
And
it
then
had a bunch of bells.
A lot of bells, but we don't know where that version is anymore. We'll find it maybe one day when we
Bells,
release
bells?
the Escape Song EP with 5 versions of this.
Yes.
So, and that was kind of where it's at. I went, okay, this song's done. We did the best version we're going to possibly do of this song. So, at one point, it wasn't going to be included on the album because I thought we kind of did what it needs to be done. And then I pretty much forgot about that version, and we all kind of did. And then we put together this the demos for this album. So we have that version, which if you got that queued up, we'll play a little bit of what the raw demo sounded like before anybody really played anything else on top of it.
Okay.
So again, this is the Escape Song. If you want to hit play and keep the mics live and all.
People walk, but they're not going anywhere. Same for me, here I'll be, right where you left me. What's to say I've given up on trying to escape?
It is a great melody.
And this
What's to do?
it evolved very quickly from that when I handed the demos over to all of our musician friends and before COVID was just like, I want to get as many of us in the studio to work on this as possible.
Right.
One of the first responses I had from anything and anybody, one of the only responses really to a lot of the stuff I sent out was Kevbo, who is a friend of ours, a bandmate of Richard's, and a friend of Richard's. We'll say that too, right? A friend
And
as
a
well,
friend.
or just a bandmate? Would you say he's your friend? Do you like the guy as a human being? Yeah, we love him. just to make sure you're watching.
Kev's not watching.
He's never gonna watch us.
Nope.
But we handed it to him, and
Kev's recording a guitar right now and obsessing over it.
probably.
Yeah.
But he sent back this version that he added. If I'm not mistaken, there was like bass on it, but the big parts were he added guitar, drum, like programmed drums, and organ. Now, we didn't wind up going with the organ sound on this final version.
I've been holding back on all the keys
Yeah.
on this whole album. It just hasn't worked.
If it was gonna be, it was gonna be every song. And
Yes, because I do love fucking organ and I love playing keys.
But it really did push this song in a different direction. And the biggest part is how he programmed the drums. He made it real punchy in a way that I never, ever would have thought of. And what this original experiment of this album was supposed to be. This is the most successful of the sending it to people and getting something that totally transposed it. I mean, Spencer's done a great job with all of our other songs that he's been on, but this was the first one I felt like, I mean, it was the first one I got, but the first one that I really was like, okay, this is where I want to go with this song. Right. And then when we sat down to do drums with you, Justin, we based it a lot in what Kevbo
we tried to keep
us.
that same feel because it was.
He added some neat things to it. I remember his version.
It was more or less the way that the kicks moved the song.
Yeah.
Like you weren't getting a steady kick at times. It was more of like a gallop, but a slow gallop where you would get a hit, a weird pause, but not necessarily a weird pause, and it would come back through. Like it was.
I think that the drums that the way he came up with those drums were very much so in tune to the strumming pattern that I just kind of made up, more or less just to go with how I wanted the vocals to be. And then so you laid down the drums and we kind of try to keep it true to that. And then Zach, you as the main producer and main instrumentalist on this album. You rearranged it. You cut a lot of stuff out of this song because a lot of repetitive stuff.
Before what it is now, I had a whole different guitar parts. It that were totally more rocking. Mm-hmm. But then it was when you were like, oh, because it'll be the other side of the album, and I wanted to start the way the first song started.
Yeah, kind of have that same feeling. So
that
if you put on the B-side first,
cut it into what we're going to hear tonight with song structure.
Yeah.
And I really cut your song structure up a bit.
Which is needed sometimes, because it was kind of repetitive.
It was kind of a long song.
And it was much longer than it needed to be. Now, one thing that we did do with this is...
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You're going to enjoy this real quick. I don't mean to cut you off, but we got
Butt Toucher.
Oh!
Hey, I'm new. I came across your podcast from Kill Tony.
We got a Kill Tony fan.
Hey, Butt Toucher.
Hey, what's up, Butt Toucher?
Hey, you want to touch my butt?
I'm the dad from Teen Wolf or whatever the fucking thing he called me. Yeah, that's me. Dad from Teen Wolf.
Yo, we're drinking Fight Claws.
We're drinking Fight Claws. What you doing, huh? Well, thank you so much, and I'm glad that appearance over a year ago is still showing some results.
I thought you got canceled.
No, I mean, he can't really cancel the biggest asshole. Or he knows he's an asshole. And
you fighting over there, bro?
Oh, the claws are fighting each other.
Fighting.
But totally forgot we were going to before the Guilt Tony did. But either way, the one thing that we did with this song,
said, hey.
there was a big storm happening while we were starting to work on Zach adding the bass and the guitar.
Shitstorm, if you will.
And you went outside, Justin, and you recorded
real shittily on my iPhone audio recorder.
And he, hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it. This is awesome. I agree, Butt Toucher. I agree. Touching butts is awesome. This show's awesome.
As long as you're,
as
long as the butt you're touching wants to be touched.
Be appropriate with that touching of the button.
Yeah.
The button touching.
The button touching.
He doesn't have to be appropriate with mine.
You heard it here. You can touch Richard's butt anytime you want.
Whenever you want to find it, it's right here.
Just keep in mind, I got Fight Claws in me.
Oh,
he does have some Fight
touch
Claws.
that butt. Touch that butt.
Yeah, we can't do much about the comments.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, there's a little delay with the comments.
Glad you're here either
thank
way.
you.
But you went outside and you recorded some of the audio from the actual storm, and then we did incorporate that into the opening of this song. Did that make
And
the
the
final
middle,
cut?
and the end.
Okay, sweet.
All right, cool.
So as our tradition is, we have not heard this song in its
I
entirety.
had it. I came down to set up.
Until right now, until you hear it now.
I have.
And the you have, because you kind of have to. But and the
be
whole
weird.
album won't be fully
Not
released
listening
in
to
these
this mix
singles.
on mute.
Nah, fuck it, just send it out. These singles are all being released on the show, but in no other way. This is the only way you can hear them until we go live. Or not go live, till we I guess go live with the full album
Yes.
mid-August. So that will be that'll be what is that?
I can't fucking. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that word is. I'm trying to read that word.
Molfrere?
Molfrere?
Oh, no,
Are you saying Molfrere?
Molfrere? Croissant.
This song is like a croissant because it's layered in butter.
Yes.
I played the whole drums just covered in butter. Just so
all
you know, I couldn't hold on to the sticks, dude. It was near impossible to do
It's
this.
that new
much
tuning.
butter.
Yeah. it is. If you're not tuning with butter, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's tuned to B-U-T-T-E-R. That's what the toms are tuned to.
What's a U?
Can you play
I don't
me
care
a
about a
T?
T. I want to know what a U
What
sounds
key
like.
is
The
this
song
in?
is in the key of T. Oh shit.
Like a hot tea or a cold tea? Earl Grey?
Hot toddies.
Hot toddy.
We
should
we
really
did
use
see
some
a
hot
hot
toddies.
toddy beer.
Yeah, there's a hot toddy beer. We figured that was not for this time of year.
Yeah.
Justin actually goes, "It's real hot today," and then we look down and it says "hot toddy." We're like, "Hot today." All right, but this song is the Escape song. This is the one that I again thought was done 4 years ago, and then it's just kind of keeps coming back. And I think now we have the legit real version for you guys. Right. Again, Richard played a huge part in just my confidence with this song and showing me how one person can take something and make an idea that I had into a more fleshed out song. Zach did his original, what I call the adult contemporary version, and then we had Kevbo's version in addition to my demos. So this is we'll say it's the fifth and final version of the Escape song.
Right.
I'm really excited for you guys to hear it, you to check
I'm
it out.
excited to hear it.
And after we listen to this, we have a treat for everybody that we're going to be jumping into. A little snack for everybody here. Right. So
after we've had 2 Fight Clubs, we're going to eat something gross.
We're going to eat something real gross. If we could eat anything right now, what would you want us to eat?
Creamy Bloody Marys.
Okay. Well, you're halfway there. All right, guys. So here is the Escape song. Again, the 6th track off of Brunch Presents Kyle Mocha's Wasted and Waiting. We'll see you guys in about 4.5 minutes or so, something like that. Enjoy.
You won't believe the lot I've seen. Staring at the streets. People walk, but they're not going anywhere. Same for me. Here I'll be, right where you left me. What's to say I've given up on trying to escape? What's to do, Lord? What do I ever do? Wasted it all away. I can't believe the changes made to town. College is in, but they're not learning anything. Same for me. What a way to be. What's to say? I say, giving up on trying to escape. What's to do, Lord? What do I ever do? Wasted all away. I'm gonna live it down someday. 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 I'm gonna live it down someday.
Alright, guys. There you have it.
I'm not laughing at the song, I promise.
That was the
The song is
song.
beautiful.
Wasted and Waiting. What Richard is that again, mid-August, that'll be out. We did not plan this.
No.
At all.
Kyle and myself normally go out and
We'll do
get
some
snacks
shopping,
and shit.
snacks
You know what I
and
mean? We'll
whatnot.
get beer. Like normally
Yeah.
I go get him. We'll get beer. We'll get snacks and,
And
stuff
then
like
we'll
that.
stop at Big Lots. And if you don't
Right.
know what a
Usually.
Big Lots
Real
is,
quick.
Big Lots is the best place to find things that are discounted and about to go bad and discontinued,
Yes.
if you will.
Real quick,
Yes.
the song was very nice.
Thank you.
I loved that.
It was
Thank
it
you.
was very fun. I
You guys
really
took
enjoyed it.
all the different elements of all the iterations and you kind of put it into one. You know, I heard elements from the Kembo version. I heard elements from the original, elements of your version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Fuck
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
bro.
I like
Thank
that.
you.
I like
you.
that a ton.
Thank you. I'm
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at what's in Kyle's lap.
Yes.
You laughing, bro?
Well,
Now,
that sounds bad.
we were walking through Big Lots, and we see this bag, which I you can't see that
No,
well from
hold
that
it up-
far
hold it
away.
up to the camera.
Well, we'll
Give
zoom-
it- throw it to me. Just
I'll
throw
throw
it
it
to
to you in a
All
second.
right.
But on the shelf, this looks like diapers.
Yes.
All right. And there were 50 of them on like 3 different shelves. And just Justin, I'll give you a toss
right,
here so you
all
can get
right.
it.
Alright, so
We
got,
have croissants.
look,
Vanilla.
there were $2.
$1.88 for 6 pre-wrapped, individual wrapped on clearance, cream-filled croissants.
I had no idea they were going to bring
Yeah,
out.
no, you didn't know,
croissants,
and I didn't know you were gonna.
I'm just gonna break this open and take one.
Pass it around.
Oh my god. I had a story about croissants.
Hold on
Yes.
a second. Okay.
Yes.
So this is the picture of it,
Yeah,
right?
this is the
Do you
picture
think
of it.
that this looks anything like
I
this?
really hope it doesn't.
Because this is it.
Oh my god!
I'm not showing the camera yet. This
All
is
right,
it.
all right, all right.
like a
That's
goddamn-
beautiful. All right, so give this a pass around. We're
It
gonna
looks like
close
a
out
stump.
today
It
by
Oh my
enjoying
God,
some
dude! What the fuck
$1.88
is this?
for
This is
6
this is a half of
croissants.
a Kaiser roll.
Oh.
Is what this is.
This is for the ASMR crowd.
It looks like a stomped on bear claw.
It looks like a buttered roll. This looks like a cat. Have fun with that.
Although it does smell amazing.
All right.
I'm just gonna say, is it gonna taste like a croissant? Probably not.
I just wanted to see what we all thought of these while we're wrapping this up. So
Smells like a
This is what it
Smells
looks
like-
like.
it
By the
smells
way,
like a
this
croissant
is
with
that
a-
croissant.
it is.
It doesn't smell horrible.
It looks more like a croissant.
Where's the feel? It does not feel like
It
it's
doesn't
filled
feel like
with
it's filled with anything. It feels like if it is, it's just sadness. I'm gonna give it a rip down the middle.
Oh.
No, that's not good looking.
Oh, that really doesn't look good.
that
The-
looks
no.
real
You gotta
bad.
get a big bite
The
if you
bake
don't rip
is
it.
bad on this. I'll just say that. So let's give these a try.
What's the flavor? Is it lemon?
Vanilla
Vanilla.
cream.
That does not look like vanilla cream.
Okay,
That
it's not a
tastes like
croissant.
You know what this is? It's a Boston cream donut without chocolate.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
It's not terrible. It's not a croissant.
That is not a croissant. There's not enough butter.
You didn't
For something
fucking
that is
try.
cream-filled,
Who's the
This
company
lacks
of
the
this?
butter.
it is
This is
called,
not 1,000 layers of butter.
it's appropriate. It's called MIDI. So this is the MIDI.
poo-poo.
Of,
You guys failed, dude.
this is the MIDI version of
It's
croissants.
the poo-poo croissant. You have given me the poo-poo croissant.
The poo-poo croissant.
Eat the whole
If
thing.
you could take a croissant and digitize it and then
France
make a
is
MIDI,
weeping.
Yeah, France. Oh my
As am
god.
I.
I
This
wanna
was
bring
made
these
with
to
margarine.
France. This was definitely made with plastic butter.
It's not terrible, though.
Now,
This
I'm
goes
not
great
going to
with
lie.
Fight Claws.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's actually try it with the blood orange here.
I already finished mine. I'm fighting you off.
You know,
We cannot end the
Together?
show. Rich is going to fuck us all up.
Fuck you guys. You give me fucking Fight Claws and shitty croissant. What kind of podcast is this?
We bounce it out with a beautiful
I'm
song,
going
all right?
home.
We bounce it out with a beautiful song.
Three
okay?
beautiful songs.
Three beautiful
one
songs.
One of them ours.
The music was great, but
The rest,
everything else,
the
I don't
company,
know, guys.
the beverages, and the snacks were shit on this. All right, this was fucking.
I mean, I'm still
horrible.
We've
eating
done our
it, though.
job.
I don't know.
I ate it all.
Uh-huh.
I drank the
did.
Fight
Are we gonna
Claws.
rate this on a?
Yeah, let's say for a croissant first, and then for a cream-filled snack.
Okay,
Two
for
separate
a
rankings, all
croissant,
right?
for a
For a
croissant.
croissant, it's a 12. It
No,
is a 12.
It is a
100?
fucking zero,
Yeah.
dude. It's
0
not
to
a
100.
croissant. It's a zero. That's not a croissant.
If I went to Burger King and they gave me this croissant minus the cream filling with their like croissant winch or something
Okay,
like that,
hold on a
I
second,
probably
though.
wouldn't be too mad.
Hold on a second, though. How
It's
much,
a little bit better than that.
how much is this box?
$1.88 for 6 of them. So quick maths.
Croissants
that's
are not that
$3.
expensive.
That's 30 cents a croissant.
Is it 30 cents?
30 cent croissant.
30 cent croissant.
Although a croissant is probably costing you at least $2. A good croissant is costing you $2-3.
Yeah, probably.
For one.
So
For one.
If you're buying them in a bakery, like a nice, you're getting a croissant with your fucking, you're going to a nice fancy cafe or something like that.
Yeah.
You're probably paying $2
Yeah.
for one.
Not unlike the Natter Days.
Yep,
I'm
I would
giving
say
a little credit
Natter
for the
Days
price.
is the best thing we've consumed all night.
But consider the original price of that box was probably like $8.
Probably,
Yeah,
probably, yes.
Before it got put into storage for 5 years and then sent to Big Lots, and now we're eating it, 12 years later.
Does anybody know where Big Lots gets their stuff from?
I-
'Cause
Off
they
the
have
back
ones-
of a truck from Tom Dorito, probably.
Tom Dorito gets them their shit. Oh my God,
You know
we're
what's better
developing
than
this
Big
unit.
Lots?
Family. You know what I could feed with this box of croissants?
Family.
Family. My whole family could eat for an hour and not be hungry for one whole hour. Family. Family. I am all about family and croissants. Yeah, I'm giving this a 12, Justin. You're going straight 0 on a croissant level?
Yeah, it's not one.
It's
It
not,
is not one.
Zach, 0 to 100 for the croissant score. What do you think on this one?
Oh, 11.
11. All right. Okay. And Richard, croissant, not the cream-filled style thing, just a croissant. How do you rank it?
14.
14. Yeah, it's not good.
It's
now,
not-
for a cream-filled snack,
Yes.
I'm gonna give it a 17. It is not that it's not cream filled in
No,
any way.
no,
there's
There
not a lot
is
of
like
cream.
they accidentally dropped cream, like they didn't
No, do you know
fully
what
bake it. And
Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you know what it reminds me
A
of?
little spoiled. They have lemon flavor and they shouldn't.
You know what it
Yeah,
reminds
that's
me
what I'm
of?
saying.
It
It's
reminds me
lemon
of the
Yeah.
and most people
$1.88. Maybe they messed up and it's supposed to be lemon.
That's
maybe
very good.
Maybe, that
very
could very
good
well be.
chance.
there is some
tastes
sort
lemon
of citrus in there.
Now, I will tell you that the box says "Made in Italy, family recipe."
Yeah, definitely
does
not.
Family.
Family recipe.
Well, Italy, not
not known for
not
croissant.
headquarters.
Not where you go for croissant.
Close.
Yeah, yeah.
But what it
But
reminds
not,
me of,
not.
what it reminds me of
Yeah.
is in the kitchens when you guys
The
just so you
kitchens.
know,
All
just
the
so you know,
kitchens.
kitchens.
when you order like a when you get a continental breakfast, there's the fucking pre-made
Oh, yeah,
patties
yeah.
that
But I
have
like
the-
those.
I do like those too, but they have the puck of like cream
Whatever it is.
or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's what it reminds
Like
me of. That
answer
they
some
bake that in
inkling
there.
shit.
Inkling of that.
Yes, it has an inkling of that.
Not
so for
enough
me,
to
for me
say
as
filled.
As a pastry,
a cream-filled pastry.
I'm right there with the 18.
18. So you're going from a 0 as a croissant to an 18.
because it's not a croissant.
It's
That's
not a croissant.
that's a have
It
a
is
Kaiser
a buttered
roll.
roll. It is
Yes.
a buttered fucking roll with no
Actually,
seeds or anything decent.
Probably better with
If
regular
it was just
butter.
butter filled, that
Yes.
would be so much better.
Yes, it would
Because
be.
that little bit of cream you got, if that little bit of cream was butter, it'd be fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
it needs some extra salt, I think.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
It needs something else other than whatever this.
Or covered in fucking
whatever
chocolate.
this
Just
sad-
cover the whole thing in chocolate and you're good.
It's like a French Canadian family moved to Italy and is making them and going like, we're French.
So
buy
wait.
it.
Are they French Canadians
No,
that
it
moved
says-
to Italy?
It's that's what I'm theorizing.
No, it's like an
French
Italian family
Canadians.
moved to Montreal.
Yeah, and they make them in Montreal. They ship them back to Italy. They package them in Italy. They send them back to
Yeah.
here. They wait 5 years, and then we eat them.
Yeah.
All right. So, Zach, 0 to 100 as a cream-filled pastry. What do you give
I
these
think
guys?
I'm even more upset with it as a cream-filled
yeah,
pastry.
it's really not good.
7.
7.
I was expecting that
I
thing
think
to like
it's a-
fucking
it's
be
a
bursting
better-
with cream.
It's a better croissant than a cream-filled pastry,
It's not a croissant,
and it's
though.
a bad croissant.
Yeah.
It didn't even look like a fucking croissant.
It's a
just not
valid,
good.
valid opinion. Richard, 0 to 100 on a cream-filled pastry level. If you said, hey, Kyle, go get me a cream-filled pastry, and I returned with that.
I get like a fudge round.
Yeah. Literally, anything Little
way
Debbie
better.
makes is better than this.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah,
you
I
get
agree.
prepackaged at Wawa is better than this.
Fuck, what
It's
are they?
not good.
What are Tasty Cake? The Tasty Cake
Yep.
Eclair.
Yep.
That's my. If you were like, yo, go get me something that's cream. That's
If
what I
you
would
handed
get you.
me a piece of like Wonder Bread with a slab of cream cheese in it and just smushed it under your ass in a car all day, froze it for about 5 minutes, and then handed it to me, I think they'd be competing in
Kyle,
flavor.
would you like a cream?
Do
filled
you have
pastry?
one? Is this the second surprise of the night? I just ripped that, and you've been holding this under your ass the whole time.
Yeah, I've just been
If
holding
I asked for
cream
a
cheese.
cream-filled pastry and you
Yeah.
brought me a creamy Bloody Mary,
Yes. Would you rather eat a whole box of those or try one of my
a
creamy
whole box
Bloody
of
box
those,
of
you
those.
idiot.
All right. Well, that sucks. Richard, do you have a score for this 0 to 100 as a pastry? Cream-filled pastry?
Like 5.
5.
Five.
All right, that's
Okay.
fair enough. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna wrap this episode up. There's 2 more that I'm probably going to eat once we're done here, because they're disgusting, and so am I. Big thanks to Richard for being here. Just upping his numbers on this show. He's competing with James O. Mikey.
Now, don't get it confused.
Steve. Steve. Mark. That's the one.
Steve?
I was thinking of.
Don't
Steve's
get
never
it
been on
confused
Steve's never
over
been on,
there. When the new format comes out, we will be
We
seeing Rich
reset the
again.
clock. We
Yes.
reset the clock. Oh, the counter. Definitely.
Yes.
But a big thank you to Richard for being here. Huge thanks and big shout out to Kiana Corley. Again,
Hell
at
yeah.
Kiana Corley Music on Instagram. Find her music wherever you find music. A big shout out to Let Me Ask You a Question and everybody over at Moot.tv. All the love to super producer EJ5000. We're getting our stuff put out to you
Sorry
every
for the
Monday,
delay.
except for this one,
Yeah, sorry.
when it's July 4th weekend and we get drunk and totally forget, or work. I guess you were
yeah, I
working,
was working.
but I was just drunk and forgot to make sure.
We
that
were
send me that
working. We
message?
were working it.
we were working on some Smirnoff red, white, and blue seltzers.
We
is
were
what
working it in matching outfits.
we didn't even talk about that. Me and Zach showed up on 4th of July with matching
I
white
heard.
boat
I
shoes,
heard.
Speedos. I'll just say it like that because it's more interesting if we say it like that. Different colored but semi-matching T-shirts and white
Glasses?
towels and matching sunglasses. We were the best at this
And we got
point.
my red truck finished.
And
Not
then we
finished.
had a red
my
and
red
white
truck
cooler.
working
Yeah.
with my
Running?
yeah.
It was a
it's
fun
running.
day.
It was a
fun
4th of
day.
July for
For the ages, you might
ages.
say. You might say for the ages.
For the Americans out there.
For the American ages.
Although for the ages, I think I got home at 9 o'clock and you showed back up at 9:20. So
Yeah.
not
I had
really
to
for
work-
the ages.
We started at 12:30.
4th of July was on a
And we
Sunday.
started
Yeah, well,
at 12:30. That's
what kind of
9
amateur
hours.
fucking shit? I was working.
The kind of amateur shit where I had to go to fucking work Monday morning.
All right. Well, they're
I feel
bickering
you,
already, so a big thank you to Mr. Justin Olampeda for getting everything put together
Yeah,
tonight.
man. Of course.
Before I forget, also go check out But What Do We Know, a
Yes.
podcast we do the music for. Go check out Sean and Dave Make Music, a podcast where they make music. And also Not Movies, a podcast that Zach and I have appeared on in the past. And also the Let Me Ask You a Question episodes about 3 weeks ago. You can check out the episode where all three of
about
us
addiction.
were on there. It's about addiction and how Zach's addicted to things. Couldn't get any more vague than that. But as always, a huge thank you to Mr. Zachary.
I always finish.
Stormin. All right, guys. For Kyle Mocha Won't Shut Up, I am Kyle Mocha. We
real
will.
quick. Thanks to everybody watching. Seriously.
Yeah, thanks to everybody watching.
Anybody new?
Very excited. Hit that subscribe button.
Anybody new? Anybody
hit
old?
Hit that bell. New people, old
Anyone
people.
middle-aged?
Middle-aged. If you're 74
No
and
children,
over,
please.
hit Zach
No
up. Hit Zach up
children.
if you're 74 and older because he wants to touch your butt.
Yes.
Thank you to Butt Toucher for jumping in. And next week we're going to be back and we're going to be having... Ethan and Megan are going to be on the show next weekend.
Nice.
Megan is going to be doing
I hate
vocals.
those guys.
They're the worst. Megan is going to be doing vocals for the 7th track off of this. And I think what we might do is a little throwback and play the song that both Ethan played on. And Sade with Megan. Yeah, Sade with Megan's one of my favorite songs that we've ever done, honestly. Yeah. So check back next week when we're live next Tuesday at 9 o'clock with more music. And we're going to be having music, in addition to us, Stage Moms, a band that I've actually listened to prior to reaching out to them. They are fucking fun. They're actually playing Fest in Florida in September. So really excited to be playing a couple of their songs for you guys next week as well. Next week's going to be a lot of music. Dadager?
So, in the live sound business...
Yeah.
Any band that shows up
that has their dad
with a manager that is clearly their dad.
Yeah,
the dadager.
I'm their manager.
I'm their manager. I bought everything for them.
You're clearly just the guitarist dad.
That's pretty much what it is.
with the
dadager.
The job.
And then they come up to you, they're like, I can't hear the guitar.
Could you turn up the bass?
I can't hear the guitar.
What level is the guitar at? He needs to be...
What frequencies do you have on the guitar right now? Are you boosting the 500K?
No, there are not enough.
Are you?
There are not enough
Oh,
DBs
I'm
here.
always boosting 500K.
All right. Well, guys, we'll be back next week with all of that. And
also,
again,
go on Facebook Live right now.
Yep.
Because Richard's about to fight all of us.
I'm going to fight everyone.
And die.
Fight, crawl.
My boxing gloves are made of croissants.
We do have 2 left, so you can put your whole hand in those things. All right, guys, we will see you next week. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. So fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck the fans.
Fuck the fans.
You. And
John.
And John.
Quincy Adams.
You can't see him.
There's nothing more egomaniacal than singing the theme music for your own show. Who am I? Kelsey Grammer. If I could only drink like him, we're gonna write a new one every week. Some will be solid, some will be weak. We're gonna write a new one every week. Some will be solid, some will be total experimental pieces of shit. Oh, we're not over yet. Now we are.